Hey there guys, welcome to Project Highrise. Wow, the UI is really... yeah, welcome to Project Highrise. It's been released. Okay, they didn't have a thing. Oh no, they did, they might. Sorry, that's me being dumb. User interface. Yeah, okay, so let's make it 200 is a bit too big. 150. 125. Yeah, that'll do. So hey there guys, and welcome to Project Highrise. It has been released. Sheepdog heights. There we go. Engine, yeah. So, pretty much, we're just gonna have a quick go at it because it's been released. Okay, so we can pause it. Now I've got to remember everything. So it's very SimTower-ish. Add more floor pieces. Okay, so that adds more stuff to the floor. Let's make it a bit wider, I guess. And then maybe a bit more here, and then a bit more here, like so. Yeah, so if we put an elevator, like, well, let's just do that for now while I talk. So yeah, it's been added in. It's been released, and I just figured we'd see how it was doing. You know, since the original look, it's always nice to see a game that goes into early access and doesn't take 20 years to actually go to release. You know, early access is a great way of bolstering your kind of your funds to finish a game, or you know, anything along those lines. And let's just say that there are certain companies, there are certain games that have been put onto early access, and then it seems like the developers just start fiddling with their arseholes, and they're just like, well, we made money off it, you know, what's really the rush to get it all done? And one great example of this is Plague Inc. Evolved. Yes, the game that you know, did very well on my channel, and you know, got a whole load of views and blah 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 blah. At the end of the day, it was it's still in early access. It's been in early access for a couple of years, and while you know, while a lot of people I imagine think it's quite a fun game and they enjoy it, and you know, etc etc etc, at the end of the day, that's pretty fucking ridiculous, really. To what do we do? Ah, okay. So 1, 2. We should be able to fit that. So yeah, it's pretty ridiculous that, you know, a game like that can just sit in early access. You know, and like there are many benefits to being in early access. For example, the ability to say, oh, it's in early access, to excuse flaws and bugs and problems and things. So you know, I mean, this isn't supposed to be an early access rant or a Plague Inc. Evolved rant, but yeah, no, there's a certain amount of like, come on, guys, you know, are you really gonna fucking let your game sit there and just not do any updates? Like, it would kind of be fair enough if, you know, they had problems with the game's release and they were like, well, the early access didn't go as well as we want, but they're literally doing nothing to Plague Inc. Evolved. You know, there's been no indication of any kind of, you know, let's update it loads, and you know, there was for a little bit, but I haven't seen anything recently particularly, and you know, I may be wrong. I don't really keep an eye on Plague Inc. Evolved anymore. You know, it's a fun game, but it has a fairly short shelf life in my opinion. And the multiplayer stuff was kind of fun to a certain extent, but I don't know. Um, speed this up a bit. Why are you unhappy? No idea why he's unhappy, but I'm sure we'll find out sooner or later. Oof. So yeah, let's get on to Project Highrise. It's a pretty fun game. I do enjoy it. It's... I'm not going to say unfriendly UI, but there is a certain aspect of it that makes it harder for me to get into than something like Sim Tower. And I think this is something that, you know, it would be much more... I think this is something that would be much more... Did I get the right thing? Studio apartment? No, sir. We want offices. There we go. We want condominiums. So, yeah, we can get those offices and then get the utilities. Utilities, where are the utilities? There we go. And get... That's wrong. There we go. Get that there. So get an insurance, get a accounting, and get another insurance. Why not? So yeah, it's as I said, you know, it's a fun game, and it's really interesting, and I like it because it's very similar to Sim Tower, which is a game I loved when I was younger. And I imagine I'd probably still enjoy it now. But there is a certain level of, like, it can be harder to get into. It's a bit more complicated, it's a bit more intricate, it's a bit more fiddly, maybe? I don't know. It's one of those things where I actually don't have a solid reason to be and it's not even dislike, and it's not even like, you know, like, oh, it's all right. It's a good game and I enjoy it. There we go. And it's nice to see people attempting these kind of things, you know, like games that games that have been done before, but putting new stuff in it, like adding extra twists. It's good, and it's a very good thing in my opinion. So yeah, still I'm unsure as to why. What do you need? It's a nice day today, and I just named the insurance office WWW apparently. But yeah, I think the prospect of building like a really big tower with a whole load of crap going on, and you know, all this different stuff, I think maybe the complexities could get a little daunting, possibly, from time to time. So there is that to consider. And maybe I should have loaded up a scenario or something to show the game, because I don't have much intention of... Let's build some food places. Let's go restaurant. Yep, that's fine. So let's have a that, and let's have a that. There we go. Yeah, so we need utilities. We need to have electrical lines going through. Actually, what might be better? We're gonna load game. Aha! Yeah, okay. We'll do this autosave. No, we won't. We'll do this autosave. There we go. This will be easier to... Yay! Awesome. Okay, so you can see over here we've got some offices. We got some fireworks. So we got the offices over here. We got a few apartments which people are starting to move into, which is really nice. More contracts. Oh yes, increased density. You increase density. And you can see here, like, if we go into the... What do we have here? Operations. Must build an office for your building manager. So like that. There we go. There's no electricity down there. Which would mean we need a wiring closet to the power of that. There we go. Okay. And yeah, you can see like the electrical lines like that, the phone lines go like that. You know, you've got cable TV as well, you've got water, they all go up like that. You've got the gas over there. Oh, we can take loans, nice. I don't need to, but we can if we want to. And then you can just keep building, and you. I think it's probably viable to build like a shopping mall, and you know, like there's all these things you can see here. Retail stores. You've got small stores, medium stores. So you've got I don't know. Let's just put a store here, and then you can get food and beverage stores. So 9-1 shop. 1-4 store, portable electronics, mobile phone store, books. You got like newsstand and all these kind of things, and yeah, you know, drug stores, flower stores, wine and spirit stores. It could be really interesting to see like how you could turn kind of your tower into a massive shopping complex, and you know, and have that going. I mean, does it? Okay, so the copy center has problems, and the bottled water has problems as well. And yeah, it could be really interesting to build these different things. I don't want to go. I didn't want to like just build from the start actually, because there was a little too much. There's a little too much to do, and it wouldn't really show you the game and where you go from there. We out of money? We're out of money. Okay. Actually, we kind of don't need to do that. That's me being dumb. But we do lose our money from that. God damn it. So you can see here, like, we've got the rent revenues, the operating costs, the other revenues, like transactions, current cash. So we make like 500 a day. So we can speed up here. Put like a newsstand. Wait, none of them want to go here. Oh, we can't afford the build cost. Okay. And you can see, like, you can look in, rent is too high. We like being in a high traffic area. We're happy making a profit. You know, they're all saying similar things. Like, it's pretty good. Down here we got, and you got all the info for all of them. I think you can even like click on the people, and it'll. So you got Evelyn, works as bottled water person. You know, getting food and delivering water and all that kind of thing. Get all the kind of workers coming in to do their work. They get the food. You accumulated enough media buzz to start a new media campaign. So obviously, where is the media stuff? Services. I can't remember how to do this now. Ah, it's here. So we can do like apartments, infrastructure. Operating costs go down, the retail and restaurants, promote the stores, the offices, and you know, obviously more of that later as well. Does it actually cost money to do? Question. Yeah, no, it doesn't. So. Oh, okay. They pick up the maintenance costs of your things. That's pretty cool. Increased satisfaction for residents. Then you've got increased satisfaction for all. Yeah, increased satisfaction for the office workers. Because we're having problems like making the copies and that, which will make them more unhappy. And you can see them go about their daily work. You know, they'll buy things here. We've got a few residents over here. Got some trash accumulating, not sure why. And then you've got like your building manager increases the efficiency of your buildings, and you need like a not a lobbyist. Where? There it is over here. interior decorator. You need that to be able to get bits of art, which we can't afford, but technically speaking, there you go. Like, you know, it's just a matter of kind of getting the hang of the game, and you know, me kind of jumping in to a new game, having not played it since it kind of officially first came out. I was a bit daunted, but this is good. It gives you a good kind of first look at where the game goes, and this is one of my earlier attempts. I don't think I did particularly well on this. I think I built these residences, these apartments, and it kind of didn't work out brilliantly for me. You've run out of money? Why did I run out of money? It said my money was good. Huh. Well, anyway, yeah, that's you know, like, that's kind of the idea, and obviously you get like bigger office space, so you can kind of, you know, maybe put bigger offices as you go on. Like, I can chuck some offices up here. You've got, I guess we probably want to, god damn it. Where's the, there we go. So it can be like commercial bank. So that gives us 10,000, which, you know, will affect us, but we can, for example, like, this is not something you wouldn't want to do, but for example, we can put a big office. We can't fit 2 big offices in there. We could put another, like, smaller, is that an office? Yeah, that's an office. Smaller office, smaller office, smaller office, smaller office, and then just be like see who we can get in here. So, creative and technical, greater variety of restaurants that serve dinner. So, you know, for that, we'd have to kind of go over here. Maybe food. Do any of these? No, these are like groceries. So for that, we need to go over here, and we'd need like probably a medium restaurant most likely. But let's check this out and see. Do you got any dinner? Serves lunch, serves breakfast or lunch. Serves coffee and breakfast. So yeah, so we need the bigger, we need this here, which we need prestige at least 3. So our prestige is 2. We'd need to get our prestige up a little higher to be able to do that. So obviously, you know, that's not going to work, but it's a nice idea. Just move in some guys here. It's not really going to help us that much, unfortunately. There we go. But it'll give our builders something to do. We've got maintenance running around working. We got, yeah, so the handymen and the maintenance, they'll keep the elevators running and everything. You've got the builders running around doing everything. You need like bottled water, and like here you'll see got a courier. They'll kind of take packages around the place. It's a lot more intricate, and a lot more is an interesting term. It's a lot more detailed. Whether it's better than they need phone lines. God damn it. Where's the phone lines? Phone. There we go. Tenant is considering moving out. Why? Oh, because they didn't have the phone lines. Yeah, no, they're not unhappy anymore. So yeah, you gotta put them in there, and then obviously, you know, you've got the. I wonder if there is actually anyone who will move in, like legal offices, greater variety of medium restaurants, cafes. Yeah, so no, not really. But yeah, you can get it running. It's if this is the type of game that interests you, then you're actually pretty in luck, because this is kind of a. I'd say it's got a pretty long shelf life. That one's a little bit weird. Why is... Okay, so yeah, again, the tenant's considering moving out, but that's because they didn't have access to the full... Like, you know, you need enough phone lines for everyone who needs phones and all those kind of things. And, like, you can see here, like, the daily rent is fairly high, and I imagine we're still losing daily, but we'll see when the... We'll see when the reports come in, basically, for the next day. And yeah, is there anything else? Like, you got the retail stores, you got the apartments, obviously, like these guys. You need to take out the trash and all those kind of things. Yeah, we're still losing money. So this is a non-stop. I seem to remember with this, I was trying out a whole load of different things. Yeah, there's kind of a whole load of different things I was trying out to see what worked and to see what was interesting and etc. And it got very chaotic and random and, you know, all that kind of crap. So I think I ended. I kept going for a little bit longer. I took out a few loans and kind of pushed it a bit further. But this was the point where I started losing money, and there was not really much I could do about it. And yeah, it didn't go brilliantly. But yeah, what are you gonna do? Sometimes you're bad at games. Quite often, I am bad at games. So yeah, there you go, guys. That's Project Highrise. I just wanted to mention it again because it's a pretty cool game. It's pretty fun, and it is very much like a Sim Tower. And I think, you know, if you're the type of person who can have a lot of fun with this kind of fiddly details and intricate kind of, you know, planning and all this stuff, I think this is a really interesting game for you. So keep that in mind. And do also keep in mind that when I originally did my first look and gameplay of Project Highrise, it was through a key. Like, I received a key, a free key type thing. So, you know, that'll always shift my opinion very slightly, because obviously I haven't paid for the game, and, you know, etc, etc. Like, it's I'm not going to be as critical of a game that I haven't bought myself. So, you know, I can have fun with the game that I haven't paid for, kind of thing. You know, like, I can get into it and really give it a go, and I'm a bit more forgiving of flaws and things like that if I haven't paid for it, because, you know, obviously it's not going to upset me as much if I don't feel like I've wasted money, kind of thing. But with all that said, you know, that's no real judgment here on the game itself. Just saying, you know, like, keep that in mind when I do mention that I haven't dropped down any money on it myself. You know, I've received a key for kind of gameplay purposes and putting it on my YouTube, that it will alter my opinion very, very minusculely, I'd say. So anyway, yeah, just figured I'd show you the game, and, you know, it's been released and it's all out and ready, and it's a pretty cool game. So, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Always helps me out a lot, and I do really appreciate it. And I will see you in the next one.